Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a fantabulous day, y'all. We got to get into this situation here. Now, if y'all are familiar with DDG, at first, I'm going to be honest, I didn't know who he was, but I soon found out that DDG is a streamer, real big on Twitch and also on other social medias. He is, he doing his thing over there as a streamer. Now, him and his baby mama, Hailey, there's been multiple situations. Now, if y'all recall, this last one is when she claimed, that he had abused her. We don't really know what happened. We just know what she said, right? Well, apparently there is more to this story. And DDG is speaking out and he is trying to get, excuse me, y'all. Oh, well, where did that come from? He's trying to get sole custody of his baby boy, y'all. Let's
She
get
don't
into
miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the block. Hit that bell 'cause the tea don't stop.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea.
Okay, I have to get my water because I don't know what happened. I'm all choked up all of a sudden. But yeah, so the last thing I heard was that there was some kind of situation between them, and she had claimed that he had hurt her, right? That's what we had found out in the news, that he had allegedly hurt her. But DDG is speaking out, and we're just gonna get into what he is saying actually happened, y'all, and it's gonna get real deep real soon because I was reading it and I was shocked. Now, little old sweet Hailey, but we don't know these people, and in all honesty, women can bet their eyelashes and look cute, and we think that we know what's going on. We don't know what the hell is going on. But y'all, let's get into it. Now, there's some legal drama between Hailey and DDG, and DDG has recently filed an emergency motion to the judge, and he is begging the judge to not take their son, because it's both of their sons, to Italy. I shouldn't say sons, it's both of their son to Italy. Now, Hailey, I guess she has a job where she's going to be in Italy, but DDG is saying that she is mentally unhealthy. Now, before y'all jump and say he's doing all of this, because we don't know, let's just hear the man out. And he has provided some receipts. Now, in this motion obtained by TMZ, DDG claims that Hailey poses an imminent emotional and psychological risk to Halo. And he believes that she will be made worse if she's allowed to take Halo to Italy with her for weeks while she films a movie. DDG claims she isn't mentally healthy enough to care for both herself and Halo while she's overseas. Now, throughout their relationship, DDG claims Hailey has exhibited questionable mental behavior on multiple occasions. Once, he claims, while she was pregnant, she took on one of his pals out of his house without his permission, and he found her just standing outside holding it. Did y'all hear that? What does that mean? He said that Halo took his pal outside without his permission and she was holding it. What did that even mean? Okay. Hello. He also claims that Hailey actually tried to have an abortion without his knowledge, but she ultimately decided against it. Now, if y'all remember, when she was pregnant, we didn't know what people suspect, but then she was actually pregnant. DDG claims a few months after Halo was born, Hailey was in a seemingly suicidal state, allegedly texting him a series of alarming text messages threatening to delete herself and suggesting that their infant son, Halo, might also be harmed. Oh, wow. DDG also provided proof that Hailey is the one who is abusive. Now, I know for some reason, some people think that woman is the only one that can be abusive. Let me tell y'all why I am somewhere in the middle, because I have 2 sons, and I'm going to just tell y'all how it is. My sons are the nicest people, men that I know, because they're young men now. And I can tell y'all because they better than me as a person, because I'm a woman, and I ain't gonna lie, I would knock and drag somebody. Okay, Lord, help me. But my sons are so sweet. So when people try to put it on men, that's why I'm always jumping up saying the lies, because me and my daughter would drag somebody. Not my sons. They are the nicest people. I'm like thankful to have them, because me and my daughter are the opposite. They are so easygoing. But let me get back on track, because I'm all over the place here. Okay, so DDG also provided proof that Hailey is the one who is abusive, not him, after he claimed, whoa, listen to this. He says that she's the one that's abusive, not him, after she claimed he caused her to chip her tooth during an altercation. DDG says that the opposite of what happened, that Hailey claimed, is allegedly not true. He said she did not tell the full story. He said that Hailey lunged at him from the back seat of the car. He said, and her momentum caused her to fall and hit the steering wheel. He claims he was harmed during the alleged attack as well, providing a picture of a finger injury. DDG is asking the judge for sole legal and physical custody of Hailey. If this is not granted, he wants all custody exchanges to be handed by a third party. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I know, we are well, I'm not we, I shouldn't say we. Y'all is a society that somehow thinks that women, for some reason, they don't do anything wrong. And that is such a lie that it just gets on my last nerve. I don't know if he lying. I don't know if she lying. But this is what he said happened. Of course, Hailey said that, that he did all of these things to her. But let's kind of get into it, because again, we're just getting into what DDG said. Let's just get into what he said. Now, he showed pictures of his injuries. So let's kind of get into it, because again, we're just reviewing the information. We don't know. Okay. So this is what he submitted to the court. This is his finger. He was injured. He said this is his injury. And then, of course, she showed pictures of her tooth. He said, I guess she's saying that he chipped her tooth. She showed, pictures of her injuries. And hey, it is what it is, because he also showed some more proof, y'all. So let's kind of get on into it, because we ain't done. So just give me a moment. What the heck? Okay, so DDG also, y'all, is showing proof of the text messages. Now, if y'all remember, I just read the complaint in which he said that Hailey is seemingly unstable. He said that she went outside with his pow without his permission. It was just standing. What did that mean? We don't know. He said that she lunged at him, and that is the reason for the impact of her chipping her tooth or getting hurt or whatever. But he's saying, listen, this girl is abusive. This is what he's saying, but he gets into the actual text messages, y'all. And it's so crazy, because I read the comments and everybody is making excuses for her because she's a woman, right? Women can be pretty and just can be forgiven, and they can be full of shit. Now, I'm not saying she full of shit, but I'm just simply saying, you guys, a lot of people don't think. They look at the face and be like, oh, but you do understand that women they can definitely be abusers as well. It's not just men. Now, not saying it happened in this particular capacity, but for some reason we live in a society that, especially if it's a black man, oh, he most definitely did it, as if women don't lie and if women are not narcissists, when I have come to realize that they most definitely is. So I thank God that he gave me the sons that he gave me, because baby, I'm gonna be ready for the girls. Okay. All right, let me get into this. All right, so DDG goes into showing the messages, y'all. Now, this is proof. Now, these messages go back from March 21, 2024. And he say, this is proof. Listen to what she's saying. Now, these are all in the series of 1109. So she's sending these messages back to back, back to back, back to back. She said, you leave me hanging as a mother. You shouldn't step up when I need you to. I don't know what that means. I'm begging you. I just found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. I'm going to kill myself tonight. My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him and let her be his mom. I guess this is what this says. So she is texting these messages back to back to back. And then he says, I can't believe you're acting like this. And it looks like she says, you put your penis inside of her in Mexico. Yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot. So of course they're going, in the comments and they're saying, oh, postpartum is serious. It is serious, but he is also a person. Okay. He's a person just like, he's just a male. Okay. Now we go to page 2. She's saying, answer the effing phone. Answer the effing phone. I'm going to try one more time. If you don't answer, it's over forever. I'm not playing, Daryl. That's it. I'm calling for help. I have a knife. I'm calling for help. But why don't you care, do you? Okay. And he said, have a knife for what? These messages, y'all, are back to back to back. So he sent her like she's going off pretty much. Then she says, I just thought we'd do what I wanted to do today since it's Mother's Day. Now we're on May 12th of 2024. But if you really want to go, you can. I'll just go home and pack. Hello? So apparently he's not responding to her. Then he responds and says, if you don't come back here, I'm going to call the police. I don't want you to do something stupid, is what he's saying. I'm going to give 5 minutes. You have a son. I know you took my GUN. That GUN has no safety. Y'all, this is crazy. So she took this is what it's saying in the text messages. Ooh, y'all, this is a lot. She said, now this is on the 21st. You have ruined me and all my happiness. Now this is message back to back to back. You hung up when I'm begging for help. You're the only help I used to have, I guess. I don't understand what she's saying. Maybe she's shorthanding it, but to me, it's like, girl, I know you can spell. And you're so focused on being famous and having money. Oh, I don't understand her words. These are not words. What is she saying? When do you ever see what's in front of you? How could you go to Mexico and be with somebody else? How could you openly talk shit about me to all your family and all the women you want to sleep with? I don't understand what she's saying, but Simply, it seemed like she was in a rage because these messages are back to back to back. And it seems like DDG was with somebody according to these messages, and somehow she knew or thought I mean, I believe he probably was, because I don't believe she would have went in this rage if it wasn't true. So she had some knowledge that he was with somebody else. So here it goes. From what it seems like, based on the messages that he has provided, now it's starting to make sense. He cheated. Well, here's the deal, ladies. I know this is going to sting a bit, but you do realize that, when you have children, that's still just your boyfriend. That's really not your husband. And to be real honest and frank, it took me a minute to, when I was young, I didn't understand that concept either, because you'd be like, oh, that's my boyfriend. Yeah, men don't see it like that. And some of them get married and still don't see it like that. But when you are a girlfriend, yeah, they still cheat. They do. So Hailey, for some reason, I mean, she didn't know this. That's fine. She shouldn't know it, because I'm sure when she had her son, she probably thought that this was going to be a relationship that was going to last forever. But apparently, yeah, DDG, he wasn't thinking of that, at least not at this moment. So it appears that he was cheating. He was with somebody. But the issue here is her mental wherewithal, because it seems like, based on the messages that he provided, is that, yeah, you're not mentally balanced here, because saying you're going to wipe yourself out because of a failed relationship, yeah, that's a lot, because you have a son, and you cannot say you're going to delete yourself because of a relationship. So I can understand where he's saying, hold on, y'all saying that I'm crazy and that I am a bad person, but let me give y'all these receipts. So I like the fact that he's standing up for himself, and he's taking the initiative to fight for himself and a relationship for his son. Because what I also want to say, and I've learned this with women, and I don't care what the hell y'all say, because I'm a woman, not a man. I can't think like a man because I'm not a man, and I don't want to be a man. But what I have learned from women, and I learned it over and over again, because I have people in my life that are constantly doing this. Whenever the relationship does not work, generally, if the woman want to be in a relationship and it don't work because the man doing something, they immediately take the child and use the child against the man. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I know a specific situation right now, that the relationship was fine until the man started messing around with somebody else. Then they had an issue with, I'm not going to let you see your child. So women do it all the time, and it's bad, because what you do is you take a child away from their parent. You must separate the two. Don't be back in a relationship with the person, but taking that child away from their parent is one of the worst things that you can ever do for your child. So y'all let me know what y'all think. It seems like this gonna be a messy situation. I wonder, let me just look at the court filing, because I don't know why I thought DDG lived in Atlanta, but I'm starting to think he doesn't live in Atlanta. But I'm just wondering how this is going to pan over. And y'all let me know if y'all want to, be updated with regards to this. I'm going to do some more research, because I'm not sure where they live. For some reason, I thought Hailey lived in Atlanta. Then I thought DDG, but then I was watching some other stuff, and I was like, well, maybe he doesn't, because I saw a video that he did, and I think he said he was back home in LA. So that just threw me for a loop, because I was like, well, I don't know where he lived. But y'all let me know what y'all think.
Nothing got the scoop on lock.